off the phone talking to someone that is here to help with my mental health. And why they're here to help with my mental health is due in part, probably mostly, to the mental load. So when people post stuff about the mental load, I think this is probably my own narrative, that a lot of some group of people, males, don't understand it, don't get it, or think we're nagging or exaggerating. And I'll tell you for why that's bollocks. We shall use myself as an example because I am... I don't want to belittle my own emotions here. I would say batshit crazy, but I am fucking struggling and have been fucking struggling for the last year. And why I'm struggling is a very complex thing, and it's nothing to do with like childhood issues or anything like that. It's nothing to do with anything that really came up with my postnatal depression, apart from the fucking demons and rage inside me. My issue that I have been pigeonholed, stuck, put here as a mother, and it worked for a wee while to carry everything and do the whole house and all of that stuff, but it's not working anymore, and it hasn't been working for a long time. So it might be simple to be like, well, just go and do what you want to do, go and get that stability, go and get that balance. That's not how life works. Not with 2 children, not with one income coming in, not with no village, not with anything that I had previously in my life. It's gone. This is just completely different. And not only is it gone, but I don't get the time or freedom or anything to think, what do you want to do? What makes you happy? I can't relax because I'm in that state of constant crazy to relax. Like I can't watch a film because I'm like boom, boom, like my mind's going mental. It's not as simple as that. And I think that's what people miss about the mental load. You're like, well, just go and do something to take the load off. The load's everywhere. It's just not, you can't move forward with a busy mind. You can't, no. I feel like there's carrying the mental load, and then there's carrying it so much that you become, you have the inability to function because you're tired. Like you're also tired thinking of everything, and then you prioritise things because that's what you do with a list. And then at the bottom of that becomes you and what your identity is and what you want or anything about you. Self-care, we all talk about it. That's not happening. So you become bottom of the list. And for me personally, and probably 90% of others, when you do that, you're going to become mentally ill. And that is the importance of the mental load that people don't take seriously. It's not just like, oh, we need help around the house, we need help with the kids. It's I need help with my own mental load at this point because it's become so much that I just can't deal. I don't know what I want to do for myself anymore. That's what's happening. When you become in a role for so long, and let's be honest, it's since fucking birth. Let's not be naive. If I was like, oh, Dave, you're doing this and this and this, the fact that I'm still delegating means it's still my fucking list, and that's the society we live in, and I don't even have the energy to talk about that. And it's the weight of that mental load that then impacts people's mental health and makes them frustrated, overwhelmed, angry, and then you get all those things and you kind of, why am I like this? And then it brings up all crazy, and I'm like, that's the deal with the mental load. I just don't think people understand it enough. Yes, we're understanding that it's unequal, but I don't think people are understanding the weight and the burden and the destruction. I'm lucky enough that I'm aware and I know what's happening, and I'm like, I need to fix this, I need to get rid of this temper, I need to get rid of this attitude, I need help. But most people just accept that they're stuck and they're angry there, and that's just life because they're a mum. And I'm like, no, this is what we do to people. It's the same old in this society, and this is what we do to people, and we just give it a wee term and think that's that sorted. So if you had to say to me, like I had to say this morning, hey Kirsty, why are you batshit? That's not how they ask. I would, and I did, rhyme off everything to do with family, everything to do with my life, as in what I want to do in my life, all the barriers, all the lack of structure, all the lack of balance, the mental load that I carry. Like, things are not simple. If you ask me to put Ben in nursery full time, I'm like, that's not a simple question. That comes with a lot of stuff and a lot of things that I didn't even know it would bring up, like things about myself. Like, it's just that mental load is so complex and so debilitating that it just makes you crazy for so many reasons. So just, that's the only way to say it. Whereas when I had postnatal depression, when I went into therapy, we went balls deep inside. Oh, that would be a good therapy though, wouldn't it? No, we went inside to my inner child. This is getting wild, man. Stop talking. Better way of saying that is, when I had postnatal depression, it was very much traits, traumas, stuff like that, like things that I was harbouring inside. Whereas this time, it's very much external. It's very much how I'm responding to stuff. It's yes, this external shit is making me crazy. It is making me frustrated. It's making me angry. I can control that. That's what I'm here to do. I want to understand how I can better respond and not be mental and be more relaxed and stop edging closer to that depression. But at the underlying of it all is the weight that I feel. It is the mental load. It is the lack of structure. It is about how I move forward as a person, because that's what I want to do. I don't want to be a mum in the house. Absolutely fucking not. Never have, never will. And it's all that. That was a pure long-winded rant about the mental load. And if you see people posting about it, investigate it for yourself if you're feeling a bit mental, and investigate it for your partner if she's seeming a bit mental and she's snapping and she's angry and you're like, I don't know why. Fucking have a look and find out, because honest to God, I am a very open person and we chat a lot, and I'm still fucking raging. I'm like, how did you not get this? Oh my God. But it does get it, because my horns come out and they fucking need to be heard. And I can't even communicate it sometimes. That's the fucking thing about it. I can't even say why I'm mental. Mental load. There you are. Job done. Just one last thing on the mental load. See, if you were to see when I'm like, why am I losing my temper? Why am I like this? Other mums don't lose their shit. I mean, they do. But do they fucking slam doors and have to get away from their toddler? I don't know. I don't personally care. But if you were to write down a list of everything going through your mind at that point, you would be like, no fucking wonder you're swearing. No wonder you're shouting. It's not about your ability sometimes to handle stuff. Yes, it is. Sometimes, we're not all made the same. We all bring into our adulthood weird shit that makes us less likely to be able to cope with stuff. But also the sheer volume of stuff you've got to cope with also impacts how you're going to cope with stuff. Some days I can handle, kids. Some days I cannot. And it's not always down to me. It's not always down to me.